Over 10 years ago, I was a young intern working in Arusha, Tanzania. Whenever Arusha started feeling a little too small, we'd hop on a bus and spend the weekend in East Africa's biggest city, Nairobi. A city where skyscrapers meet forests, where wildlife shares the skyline, where creativity spills onto every street. And every night feels like a special occasion. I've been lucky enough to live and work in several African countries since then, but somehow Nairobi has never left me. So in this video, I want to show you why I keep coming back and why I think Nairobi is one of the most exciting cities on this continent. One of the reasons Nairobi has always stayed with me is its creative spirit. Whether it's fashion, jewelry, skincare, or art, you'll find countless local brands creating products that are unapologetically Kenyan. Made in Kenya isn't just a label here, it's something people genuinely celebrate. That's why I love the market in Gigiri. There were so many great brands, great food, live music. The perfect place to catch up with my friends. I loved wandering from stall to stall, meeting the people behind the brands and hearing the stories that inspired them.
I feel so good, and I feel like money-wise, I feel so good since we've been here. I think today is the day.
The day you're gonna spend money.
I already bought a dress. I literally bought the dress I'm wearing.
I bought hats.
And the stores here are so nice. And
the sun is out, and
so
it's nice, and it's, yeah.
And it's mostly made in Kenya. So
You need to move to Kenya. This is your sign. This is your sign.
And yes, I did put those shillings to good use. I bought this lovely dress by Bells and this stunning leather bag by Urban Ranch. Speaking of creative energy, just like this market, there's always a cool event happening in Nairobi.
Hola! Hola, 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 hola. Cheers!
Tequila.
Yes. Tequila only, please.
Dada, where are we?
We are at Jane Bhavan, which is an auditorium in Nairobi, and we are about to go for BYSS, which is
What is
Because You Said So. Improv comedy. It's one of the best improv comedies in Nairobi, so let's see.
And I can see because it's busy, eh?
It's very busy.
Wow.
It's a fully booked show, so
Right.
let's see. Let's see if you like it.
I will.
This one was such a great improv show. Even with my almost non-existent Swahili skills, these performers made me belly laugh multiple times. I thoroughly recommend you catch a BYSS show when in Nairobi. Another reason Nairobi has never left me is because nature is never far away. Whenever I visit somewhere, I like understanding the stories behind the places I'm seeing because they almost always change the way you experience them. For a city of millions, it's remarkable how green Nairobi still feels. One moment, you're in traffic, the next, you're walking beneath towering trees, listening to birds instead of car horns. One of my favorite places to experience nature is Karura Forest.
My dada and I at Karura Forest, which is kind of a
It's a
routine
forest
for us.
in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It has a beautiful legacy. It's so green. And we're going for a morning walk before work.
Yes. Living the best life.
Yes, exactly.
But Karura is more than just a beautiful place for a morning walk. Its existence is also a reminder that green spaces don't just survive by accident. They're protected by people who believe they're worth fighting for. In the 1990s, environmental activist Wangari Maathai and the Greenbelt movement helped defend Karura Forest against private development. Their work didn't just save thousands of trees, it preserved a place where generations of Nairobians can still walk, come and cycle, exercise, or simply take a deep breath. And I think that's something quite special. Of course, Karura isn't the only place where Nairobi's relationship with nature is extraordinary, because just beyond the city skyline lies something you won't find anywhere else. If Karura Forest is proof that nature is never far away, Nairobi National Park takes that idea one step further. After all, this is the only capital city in the world with a national park on its doorstep. Within minutes, the skyscrapers give way to open plains where lions, rhinos, giraffes, and other animals still roam. But Nairobi's relationship with wildlife goes beyond the national park. Conservation is woven into the city's story too. One place that really brings that to life is Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. Every orphan elephant and rhino here has its own story. Many were rescued after losing their mothers to drought, human-wildlife conflict, or poaching, before being rehabilitated and eventually returned to the wild. Sheldrick's nursery has become one of Nairobi's most popular attractions. Just look at the amount of people here. I almost found it a little bit too crowded, but it's hard not to appreciate the incredible work happening behind the scenes. The money here is definitely put to great use. It's another reminder that in Nairobi, nature isn't just something to admire, it's something people are actively working to protect. If there's one thing I've learned during my time in East Africa, it's this. Never try to outlast Kenyans on a night out. I've lost count of how many evenings started with just one drink and somehow turned into unforgettable nights filled with great food and even better company. In Nairobi, there's always a new spot to discover. This time we ended up at the Wine Box, a wine lover's dream. Fairy lights, greenery, good music. And of course, we got some bubbly because reuniting with friends is always worth celebrating. But in true Nairobi fashion, one location is never enough. Somehow we found ourselves at a random rooftop bar because someone knew someone who was already there. And before you know it, you're at the third location. One final lesson I learned, never try to keep up when the tequila shots come out. Your Kenyan friends will wake up feeling perfectly fine. You, on the other hand, might need a recovery day. And honestly, that's part of Nairobi's charm. It's a city that knows how to bring people together and how to make an ordinary evening feel unforgettable. After a night out like that, one thing becomes very important: slowing down. And luckily, Nairobi knows how to do that too. One of the things I love about Nairobi is how international it feels. If you're craving Thai food, you're most definitely going to get authentic Thai food. A sugary Asian caffeine beverage with some pad Thai was just what I needed after that night out. Like many of Africa's major cities, Nairobi is full of contrast. That contrast becomes even more obvious in places like Pax Manor, an incredibly luxurious boutique hotel. We had booked massages at the spa here, and I felt severely underdressed for this ambiance. But it's a really beautiful place, especially to slow down. Even after the massages, we ended up hanging out here because it was so peaceful to just enjoy the surroundings. When I first started visiting Nairobi over 10 years ago, it was simply the big city next door. I never imagined I'd still be coming back all these years later. But maybe that's the thing about Nairobi. It's a city that keeps revealing new sides of itself. One visit, it's the creativity. The next is the wildlife, the cool events. And for me, it will always be my circle of friends here, my Nairobi family. So somehow, no matter how many times I leave, Nairobi never really leaves me. If you've made it this far, you're probably one of the people who shares my love for traveling across Africa and discovering the stories that make each destination unique. Thank you so much for coming along with me. It genuinely means a lot, especially if you've made it this far. I'll see you again in the next one.